I hope you've had a fantastic week.
Hi, I hope you've had a fantastic week.
What are we talking about today, William?
What are we talking about today, William?
Oh,
Oh,
uh,
creativity.
creativity. All right, hope you've had a fantastic week. Today I've got William joining me. How you doing, William?
Hey guys, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fantastic, actually. Glad it's. I'm glad it's the weekend again. I mean, we can let the hair down. You know how that goes. Yeah, no hair
Yeah,
joke.
didn't
Hair
you?
joke, but what can you do? So
I do agree. Yeah.
you have to sort of relax in some shape or form. Um, William and I we have worked in so many different wee projects together. We've worked on weddings together. I mean, recording weddings and trying to do like so we end up doing sound, and we've also done I See Us too, which was covers of songs. Um, what do you do yourself at the moment, William, regards to creativity?
Well, I'm trying to push myself to get out in nature more.
Yeah.
Um,
And what do you do in nature?
basically, I'll go for the walk,
Hmm.
get a clear head.
Yes.
I'll take my phone out, take a good load of photographs,
Hmm.
and then maybe, say I'm out for a walk, I'll take a short video then
Yep.
using the phone.
Uh-huh.
The vertical way
Yes.
is best.
Yes. That's because you're thinking that everybody will be watching your TikToks
Yes.
because that's the format that you use for TikTok,
Yeah.
or if that's the format for using with Facebook. I don't. Do you do Facebook?
I don't know.
And is there a reason for not doing Facebook, or is it just because it's
Well, I think the it's all the same stuff.
all the same? So you don't.
And there's a lot of ads
Yeah, but
now as
that
well.
and that is the thing about Facebook. It's all ads. What I've noticed is I'm seeing less and less of my friends' stuff and more ads, and that isn't really good for anybody. Um, I like to put my photos and things on Instagram. Use Instagram at all?
I used to. There was a time where I was very motivated
Yeah.
and I was doing it constantly.
So do you whenever you're doing your stuff? I mean, you're posted. Do you go back and you look and see what your stats are like?
I Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I try not to get too involved with that,
Yes.
too stuck in,
No. Um,
because that sort of ruins your focus, I think.
why do you think it would ruin your focus?
Because you worry then you start to focus too much on the statistics if somebody's watching or not.
Rather than actually
Enjoying.
enjoying. Yeah, well, and that is the thing about creativity. I mean, I find it a great joy to make videos, to do photography, and I'm glad that I can share my stuff. Yes, I've looked at numbers before, but it's a thing of knowing that I've been creative for that day, that I've been able to share the moment with, let's say, the world, and be able to come back and reflect on the things that I've done in the past. Um, if I was if I was to get what's the best way to get better at your craft? Do you think?
Well, I believe consistency is a big key. It's a big part of
Yeah.
it. If you are consistent, you will be able to become better at what you do.
Yeah.
And it's all about that thing of practice.
Yes. Definitely.
Practice makes perfect, and that is so true.
You have a good slogan, and I've always remembered this slogan. Consistency rocks. I mean, what? And I think you're right with regards to that. It does, because you're able to learn from being consistent.
But the worst thing about it too is trying to get that motivation sometimes.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, sometimes I wake up and it's like, oh, I have to be creative. But the question is, I mean, why do you think that we maybe have this low moments of, it's like, oh, I mean, that's a heavy question in itself. You know, I think it's life. It sort of maybe drags you down a little bit, and then
Personally, I think it's the weather.
hmm,
That's a huge part of it.
that is true. I mean, I suppose today we would have loved to been able to get out and fly the drone like we usually do, and
Yeah.
I usually do that for quite a lot of my videos. I mean, I've done uh, I suppose around about 10 personal sort of talk videos, which it's been good. I mean, it's a start, yes, but I know that I had to start somewhere, um, just to be able to, you know. Before I used to wake up and think, oh, I'd like to be creative, but something held me back, and later on that day is like, oh, I wish I was creative today. I never started, and never started, and I never started, and it's not good because it's something that I felt that I need to let out, and I wasn't able to do so. It's it's tough. Have you ever felt like that?
Yeah, quite a lot. And I guess, it's all about having the right mindset as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have a good positive mindset, you're more than likely, if you keep telling yourself, that you're amazing, today is going to be an amazing day, you're more than likely to have that.
Yeah.
If if you consistently say that you're going to go out, you will eventually, you'll go out
Yes.
and you will do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I had previously sort of set my schedule of, oh, maybe Tuesday I'll figure out my schedule for recording for the week. I'm gonna have a think of what am I gonna be thinking about. Then the following day I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna be recording on that particular day, and then the following day I was gonna do an edit. I mean, that unfortunately hasn't worked for me yet. I would like to have had it work. Um, Sometimes at the moment I'm just sort of maybe rushing to get the thing done, and that isn't good because that's I think it's just really against what my thoughts were regards to creativity, regards videos. Um, do you think there's a better way to work yourself?
For you to be creative, it'll come whenever you least expect it,
Yeah.
I think. Um, yeah, maybe we're trying too hard.
Hmm.
Oh, it has to be out on a certain day.
Always has to be a certain day, and
Maybe we should try and let it flow
yeah,
a little more.
yes, and
Every day
and
is a learning curve.
and then don't set that particular time, yes, I'm gonna be having to. Yes, I have to plan a wee bit.
Yeah.
But if whenever I want to do my recording, I suppose it can be any time during the day. As long as I think as long as I pick up the camera or whatever, or have that mindset, I suppose, throughout the week.
I couldn't agree less.
Or more.
Or more. So I know from whenever I've been recording and doing lots of different random things to sort of see what works best for me, is I don't plan it.
No.
I've never planned.
No.
For the likes of the TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
Getting the videos out. It's as, what I see inspires me. If that inspires me, let's get a video out.
Yeah.
Let's record here.
So
that's whenever I do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you record just to make that moment at the time.
Literally at that point in time. Yeah. And it's worked well.
And whenever you're putting things on your TikTok, do you like to do tags?
Yeah, it's hard to know what's important to get the audience, I guess, to focus on that video.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do tags.
Yeah. I think people, I don't know, TikTok for me it's nice to see the videos. It is, some people might think it's the shortest attention span. But then again, you have to think, I suppose, really, what's the reason behind it? What was the reason you're doing it? And as you said, you want to be creative and just show the world at the moment, or just show yourself in the future of what you have, what you have to be thankful for.
Definitely.
And that is that you can be creative. And that's it. That's all there is.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
And I hope you have a fantastic week. And try to be creative. Bye.
Bye.